This ad for Patagonia was made with a brand new AI tool that dropped from Google 1 week ago. Before this, you weren't able to create high quality cinematic ads like you're seeing on the page right now. But with Google's new Nano Banana Pro model, we can now generate these incredible assets and bring these ideas to life. And here's a part that most people missed. What I'm about to share with you is not about creating fancy AI videos or images. It's actually about equipping you with the skills so you can be a creative director in the age of AI. It's about empowering you so that you can actually leverage these new AI tools to bring your vision and your ideas to life. And by learning these skills, you're going to be in the top 1% of people who can deliver elite level AI creatives and ads for whatever business or client that you're working with. And so in today's video, I'm going to walk you through my 5-step process of creating these viral AI videos and ads. Let's get started. Step number one is to do the research. And in today's video, I figured we create an advertisement for Patagonia. And so first thing we're going to do is head to Google and search for Patagonia. In this case, I want to create an ad for the climbing jacket. And so I'll scroll through right here, take a look at some ideas for jackets that we can utilize. And I found this nice yellow and gray jacket that I really like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this as a reference file. And so the easiest way to do that is just to take a quick screenshot of the actual jacket itself and then save that in our files. Once we've found the actual reference image, we're then going to head into Google Gemini and we are going to go ahead and do some research into the brand itself. And so for this case, I started off by using this prompt. I'm creating an ad for Patagonia. How should I think about this brand? What is their target customer? What is their aesthetic? What is their mission? And what is their core messaging? And I had Gemini just do a quick think over it. And you can see over here that it produced some good results for us to understand what Patagonia is as a company. So they're very anti-consumerist brand, but they're also operating within a consumerist system. And so they have this dichotomy that happens. And so the core philosophy here is the fact that, Patagonia itself is more or less an activist company, right? They earn the mission, they were in the business to save our home planet, right? And so they actually don't want you to buy new jackets. They would rather have you utilize and maximize the current one that you already have, which I find is a really nice and really unique angle in today's day and age of consumerism. And so what it also did for us was generate a target customer. And this is going to be really useful because this is who the ad that we're creating will be directly speaking to. And it identified two main target customers. And after reading them both, I had an idea of kind of combining both of them together. So the idea of having this conscious urbanite, this affluent professional in the 25 to 45, but they're also utilizing their Patagonia jacket the way that it's intended to be utilized, kind of like how this alpinist would utilize their jacket for hardcore climbing or expeditions. And so for me, I wanted to combine both of those together and bring in the other parts of the brand, like the aesthetic of being real, and then the core messaging pillars that they have right here about durability, activism, and responsibility, as well as just the silent sports that just bring you those silent gratification. And so from here, now I have this North Star, this idea for this ad. What I did was then I went ahead and started defining the character creation. Step number two is character creation. So I went back into Gemini and I started creating the character. I started with this prompt. I want the ad to appeal to the conscious urbanite who embraces the lifestyle of the dirtbag alpinist and explores the outdoors and starts to climb small mountains. They are stepping outside of their comfort zone with Patagonia, and based on this creative direction, create an image prompt for an AI image generator that describes our hero. Gemini went ahead and created this amazing prompt for me. And what I did was I copied this prompt and I started a new Gemini chat where then I leveraged Nano Banana by clicking on this image button on the bottom and threw in the prompt like this. and the output was this character that I absolutely loved. So I just saved this character output. Once we had our character output, the next step is to generate a mood board so we can define the aesthetic of the entire video. And so what I did was I put in the character image that I downloaded with this prompt. This is our hero character. Based on everything we've discussed, generate an image prompt for a mood board. Think like a creative director and reference images, colors, textures, fonts, etc. And Nano Banana was able to generate this mood board for us. And there's a lot of details here that I really liked, including the fact that, in the middle they have the hero image, but outside we have those details that are really important, like the earth tone colors, right? The actual aesthetic of how the fabric's gonna be ripped, how everything's worn, the different color palettes that we have here, information about the rocks and even algae formating. This is a really impressive mood board, and I immediately download this mood board, and you'll see how we're going to be using it throughout the entire video generation process so that everything stays consistent. But now we're ready to actually start generating the actual storyboard. Now, step number 3 is to generate the actual story arc of the actual ad. And so I had Gemini taken this prompt based on this campaign, create a 7-shot story arc and describe each shot as you would to an AI image generator. And Gemini was able to actually go ahead and create all of the actual story prompts themselves. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to take each of these detailed prompts and generate 2 things with them. The first is we're going to generate a starting image. And the second one is we're actually going to generate our video itself. And so the story here unfolds as the hero pulls up in their Subaru Outback, parked at a trailhead wearing their new jacket. They then go on a nice little hike, and then they start to actually climb the mountain. Then they have to push through the struggle. And then the final output is them on the peak of the mountain celebrating their silent wins. Step number 4 is to generate starting images for each frame of our actual ad. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy each frame prompt, as you can see right here, that was generated for us by Gemini. And we're going to go ahead and start a new Gemini chat window where we're going to enter this prompt. Generate a starting frame image for, and then paste in the actual frame prompt itself alongside with the hero image and the actual product image for reference. And what Gemini is going to do is it's going to generate a starting frame image for every single frame. And you can see right here, the first frame that it generated was the hero character arriving in their vehicle, as you can see right here. The second frame image that I generated was the hero character actually going for a nice hike in the forest. The third frame image that it generated was the hero character starting to ascend the mountain. The fourth frame image that I generated was the hero character a little bit tired on the mountain edge. The fifth frame image that I generated was a wide shot variation of the actual hero character going through the hike. And then the last frame image that I generated was an image of the hero character actually enjoying the summit itself. And now that we have the actual first frame image, as well as the prompt for every frame, we're ready to start actually creating the videos themselves. Step number 5 is the fun part of actually creating the videos themselves. And so my favorite tool to use right now is Higgsfield. And so you can go to, I believe it's higgsfield.ai, and you can create a free account. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to click the video button, and then we're going to be able to actually create our video clips. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to copy the actual prompts that we got from Gemini back again in the story arc. So for example, we'll take the first shot. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Then we're going to go into Higgsfield. We're going to paste that prompt right here. And important note is that we're also going to upload the first image that was actually generated, the first image frame that was generated for the prompt itself. And so, for example, for this first scene, what we're going to do is also paste in the actual image prompt itself. And so we can go ahead and find that actual image, which is this one right here, and go ahead and open it and make sure that's paste. And so when Higgsfield has that first image and also that detailed video prompt, it'll be able to generate these videos for you, no problem. And I recommend that you play around with different models. I personally really like the Kling 2.6 model that came up, but if you want to use the best, you can go ahead and use Google VO 3.1 as well. I found success with both Google VO as well as Kling 2.6. And what we're going to do is you can turn on audio, and then for the duration, I like to set it at around 5 seconds and set the aspect ratio for auto, and then click generate. And a moment later, it will actually go ahead and generate the videos for you. And so I'll walk through the kind of generations that I was able to receive. And so the first video right here was about the hero character pulling with their vehicle, and I'll go ahead and play it for you. Very nice. Second clip right here is the hero character hiking through the forest. And the way that it pans leads to a very nice transition because all of these videos are in that specific movement. And the third video right here with the hero character actually going through the struggle of climbing the mountain. The fourth one right here was a wide angle landscape, so we switched up the actual aspect ratios as well. I recommend that you do that just to keep the engagement in the video. I really like the way that this looked. It gave some perspective in terms of where the hero character fit within the actual summit itself. And then the final video right here is my favorite. Just absolute beautiful pan out way to end the actual ad itself. And so once you generate all of these videos, you're going to go ahead and download each one of these videos. And once you have the clips downloaded, what we're going to do is head into your favorite video editor of choice. If you want a free one, I recommend CapCut. That's what I use. And all we need to do there is just import all of the videos that we've generated. And we can just click on this button right here and then select the actual videos themselves, which I've uploaded right here. And then we just go ahead and throw all of the videos in the timeline in the sequential order. And the last two things that I did was add some music. So I went into audio and then just searched for motivation and found a track that I like, and I made sure to lower the volume to around -10 decibels so you can barely hear it. And what you can do at the end is I just added the actual Patagonia logo, as you can see right here. I just went on Google, found it, downloaded, then uploaded that into the actual CapCut editor itself and just threw it on the timeline. So a very, very simple edit, but the final result is that amazing cinematic ad that you saw in the beginning. That's how you create cinematic AI ads using the brand new Nano Banana Pro image generation in combination with Gemini and also Higgsfield to generate those videos. I created a step-by-step guide that's written out right here for you to actually access. If you want access to this guide, just comment the word cinema and I'll go ahead and send it over to you. If you want any help with creating these cinematic AI ads for your business, or if you want help managing your entire social media and growing all of your distribution channels, I actually manage that for businesses in my own AI agency, Meta Engines. We create all sorts of AI agents to help businesses grow and scale their business, including content factories that generate unlimited social media content, SEO blogs, blogs that get you on ChatGPT, newsletters, emails, etc. And we give all this away for our clients, and we help them install and monitor the system so that they can grow their social media presence anywhere from a couple 100,000 followers even to 100 million followers plus. And so if you want these systems, just comment the word cinema and I'll go ahead and reach out to you. And as always, if you want to stay ahead in the world of AI, make sure that you subscribe and follow along. Thank you very much.